Hey guys, so we're back in Sorcery yet again, and as always, I'm HellfireBlood. I believe last time we were on our way to the mines, so we'll keep at that. Yeah, so what happens the next morning? Well, the second day of your journey begins in the morning cool. Still halfway between sleeping and waking, you feel the presence of your spirit, the Vixen. Close. Oh, she's close nearby. Cool. Its form has changed since you left Aeland, just as you have changed. It is still running beside you. In the temple, they taught you that a prayer to your spirit could heal disease, lift curses, even save you from certain death. But the spirits are not generous and decline to help you often. Okay, so I can pray for aid, but she doesn't want to help me right now. Cool. Let's walk on. You can feel yourself getting accustomed to the fetid air of these hills. You have now ascended several hundred feet and can expect to make excellent progress before the end of the day. As you crest the brow of the hill, you see something that makes you stop in your tracks. To your left is a clearing, and in the clearing are several poles planted firmly in the ground, and atop each pole is a head. Cool, let's have a look at the heads. You know, that's a bit morbid, really, isn't it? But let's have a look. Let's poke them with a stick a bit. You know, see what happens. Like poke, poke. But yeah, the heads are of all kinds and ages. Some are recently fixed, while others have decayed, and some are nothing but skulls and hair. There are human heads, goblin heads, and one or two heads of creatures you don't quite recognize. All have sewn up eyes and mouths. A large X pointed on a rock nearby is obviously intended as a warning not to venture any further. But ahead the road forks left and right, and you cannot be sure which path you are warned not to take. The right-hand path continues to climb, and the left path winds down the side of the hill. I'm gonna climb. I wanted to go to the mines. The climb continues up the next hill for several hours until you are not far from the top. Then the faint sound of bustling activity reaches you, trampling feet and grunting voices, and the clanking of metal against rock. There is something ahead, hidden by the ancient trees that line these slopes. Just follow the sound. You leave the path and continue through the woods. A short distance onwards, you hide behind a tree and survey a clearing. A number of goblins are in the clearing, working at the mouth of an open cave. They trudge in and out of the opening, carrying large bowls in their arms, piled up with glistening rocks and dull metallic nuggets. Treasure? Well, let's watch them a second. I don't want to get caught trying to steal everything. You stay hidden, getting a sense of the scale of the operation. There are at least 30 goblins inside the cage, each coming out every few minutes or so with a new pile of stones. Then there are other goblins working in the clearing with hammers, smashing the rocks into small pieces, extracting metals from inside, loading them into the carts, and finally pushing the carts away down a wide track between the trees. It is quite some operation, but not without its weaknesses. There are too many goblins to create any kind of distraction, but they move away into the trees fairly often, and sometimes the cave is left unguarded. Let's slip inside the cave first. You creep closer, moving around the side of the hill, nearer into the entrance of the cave. Then when all is quiet, you'll seize your chance and race across the clearing into the mouth of the cave. Okay, cool. You pause a moment at the cave mouth, but no one has seen you. Following the passage cautiously, you move between the cool rock walls of the mine. passing and ignoring ladders that lead down into the clamouring heart of the mine, where 100 goblins sing as they work. Eventually, you reach a junction. Well, let's go right first of all. You follow the passage to the right. It twists around deeper into the hillside and ends in a sealed wooden door. Let's try the door. You try the door. It's locked. What was I really expecting, to be honest? Let's cast a spell. Now we know DOP can unlock locks, so let's do that. DOP! Oh dear. You cast the spell, the door shudders as its locks turn over, and then the handle moves of its own accord. On your guard, you watch as it swings open. The room beyond is large and appears to be a storeroom of some kind. In one corner is a pile of black rocks. More rocks are held in the bucket nearby. These flicker with a dull, glistening light. The most intriguing of all is what stands in the centre of the space. A mechanical apparatus, perhaps a press or a stone cutter, being operated by a large and powerful ogre. Yeah, he really is large and powerful. Yeah, let's avoid that guy. He does not, for the moment, seem to have noticed you. Okay, so watch him work. Is this gonna end badly? It feels like it's gonna end badly, but we'll carry on playing until I die. Hopefully it's later rather than sooner. Let's see. Certain he has not noticed your sudden arrival in the room, you stay in the shadow and watch as the ogre goes about his work. He is dropping stones from the black pile into one end of the machine and turning a heavy handle, crunching the rock. Something is coming out the other side. To see what, you'd have to approach him, as he is between the outlet. Well, it's between you and the outlet of the machine. That's okay. Okay, let's approach him. That's fine. Boldly, you step out of the doorway and into the pool of candlelight that fills the room. The ogre stops working immediately and turns to face you, growling incomprehensibly like the slug he is. You will not be able to reason with him. Let's cast a spell. What spells do I have? Rock, so I can turn to stone. I don't see what that would do in this situation. Core stupidity. I mean, it's already a stupid creature by the sound of it. So, through a invisible wall. Let's walk. Create a shield. Does dim work against ogres? That's the thing. Does it work? Let's try it. What's the worst thing that could happen? Dim! You cast the spell and wait for it to take effect. The ogre lunges, but then he stops, shaking his head, looking at you, then itself with a puzzled expression. It takes a step forwards, then back. It is thoroughly confused. Now we'll kill it then. Now it doesn't understand what the hell it's doing. Alright, so this should even the odds. Let's defend to start off with. Yeah, that was a good move. The ogre stomps towards you, stumbling and shuffling, but still huge and fearsome. It swings up its hammer, almost throwing it right at you. You raise your sword to cover your body and move back across the floor. As it brings its hammer down as best it can towards your skull, it raises its hammer up across its body defensively and almost drops it in the process. So it's gonna try and defend. So let's do a little jab. Stealing your courage, you move in, aiming to trap the ogre against the wall. You chase the ogre with a passing blow. It blocks your blow with its hammer. It stomps back behind its machinery, ducking out of sight. Sideswipe. You strike again. You wound the ogre with a worrying cut, hoping to make it waste its energy. Defending. The ogre defends staunchly. It's left breathless, but otherwise unharmed. Let's attack it. Oh, it's nearly dead. You lunge forward again, readying a forceful blow. You hurtle forwards. The ogre is wide open, hammer raised, and cannot defend itself. The ogre howls in rage and fear. It is a dumb creature and cannot understand what is happening to it. It slowly growls at you. Let's kill it. You strike again. Moving swiftly, you aim for its heart. Then you swing, and the sword cleaves into the ogre's side. He gurgles unhappily as he slumps to the floor. You breathe a sigh of relief. You are still alive. 1 stamina lost. Skilled swordplay. Cool. While dying, the ogre heaves his last breath. You investigate the room. Let's try the machine. Going over to the enormous machine, you try crankling the handle to see what happens, but you simply do not have the strength to make it move. Following the tubes and chutes out of the machine, you discover a large gem, an emerald about the size of your fist. Should be good for trade, around the value of 10 gold pieces. You place it carefully into your bag. Let's search the table again. You look through the heaps of rocks on the table to see if any catch your eye, but they all seem fairly ordinary. Search the corners of the room. Move into the corners of the room, you do a careful sweep. After a few minutes, you come across something soot-covered but solid. Wiping it with your tunic, you find that it is a second large gem, which you take. You've searched the room thoroughly now. It is time to be going before someone comes to find the ogre. You head back to the fork in the passage. Sunlight from outside is very tempting. It is tempting. Let's... do I tempt fate? Yeah, go on. The passageway continues until you reach a large stone-cut door blocking your way forwards. For a mine, this place seems well be built up. Perhaps it will serve as a camp if war comes. Try the handle. You try the door, it opens. The room beyond is dirty with soot from the mines, so it could almost be a pit filled with night itself. With crystals in the rock for stars. In the far wall, you can just make out another door, leaned deeper into the mine. In the middle of the room is a table on which a large, filthy goblin is sitting. He raises his head as you enter and smells the air. Perhaps he is almost blind from so long underground.
Your smell is strange, intruder.
He challenges.
You are not permitted here.
Let's draw my sword and see what he says. You draw your sword and reply. The goblin rises to his feet. In his hand, he holds a large stone club. Let's cast a spell then. It's all about the magic these days. Read minds, I can't do that. Raz. Sharpen blade. No, I don't feel like doing that. Let's electrocute the cunt. You cast a spell and a bolt of lightning shoots from your fingertip at the goblin. He reels backwards and hits the floor, quite dead. With the goblin defeated, there is nothing to stop you moving further into the mine. Let's search this room. Before you move on, you quickly scour the corners of the dark room in case there is any gold or weapons lying around. You find nothing until you search the goblin himself. He is wearing a silver key on a chain around his neck. You lift it away. Okay, I think we've pushed our luck enough here. I'm at half health. Let's leave this place. Enough of this mine. Your mission lies overground, not under it. You head back down the passageway to the fork. There is nothing else to explore. Back outside the mine. You creep back out from in the cave and avoid being noticed, leaving the mine behind you and continuing along a path with tall trees either side. We'll leave it there, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. You're absolute stars. You really are. And if you've enjoyed the video, leave a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, I'm just starting out here, guys, but I really appreciate that you take the time to watch these videos. So, I guess that's it for now. Bye, guys. Peace out.